To experience the joy on somebody's face when they're dying, when their dog's been in to see them, is priceless.
We've had a Border Collie and an Alsatian cross up on the bed with a gentleman, and that was his wish.
We do get people that would like their favourite tipple, a drink.
Sometimes they just want a cup of tea as well. It's the one thing that I think everybody wants.
An elderly lady on a busy surgical ward, and she was in a side room. Her husband then became acutely unwell, and they had a request that they just wanted their beds together, and they just lay side by side holding hands, and they were singing Slow Boat to China together. And they both died on that ward within 10 days of each other.
We've had people say, I'm 80 in a couple of weeks and I'll have my 80th birthday, I'll have my party, and then I'll go. And very strangely, we do see that happens.
A patient many years ago who was dying and they were semi-conscious, and they actually said they were happy to die because they'd had a glimpse of heaven and it was wonderful, and they weren't frightened to die.
My auntie died, and the day that she died I was sitting with her early in the morning, and she was talking to my nan over my shoulder, so I've experienced it personally as well.
And your nan's not alive,
obviously? No, but I actually find that really comforting.
I remember one person saying how life is too short. Do the things that you want, do the things that make you happy.
A very common thing that I hear is retirement.
One thing that was said to me quite recently actually was actually about the dying process, and he said it wasn't like the movies and like what you see on the TV.
People will often have worked really hard, set a retirement date, and then have often felt that their retirement has been ill health and they haven't had the time to spend doing the things they'd hoped to.
I think there is such a thing as a good death, and I think communication is key.
So it might be to be pain-free, it might be to have the families around them, it might be the place of care that they want to die.
If there is something that you want to do, go for it.
We tend to talk about most other subjects these days, and I think part of living is talking about death. So it's about what are your goals in life, what's important to you.
Working in this environment makes me absolutely not afraid of death at all, and I do openly talk about death with my family, and I think kind of advanced care planning is something that we need to all be thinking about.
We'll often get back in the office after the end of a shift and offload. We meet regularly during the day as a team and have, I guess, tea break if needed, and reflect